What's up, Virgo? How are you? Welcome to Scorpio season and welcome to November. How are you? I've been looking forward to doing your guys' reading. I have had a lot of really powerful um, powerful Virgo figures in my life that have really shown up for me recently, that I'm really grateful for. And so I'm really excited to dive into this reading and get into your guys' energy. Five of Wands, Two of Cups. Okay. Three of Swords. Okay. I feel like right now, Virgo, you guys are at a toss-up between feeling super aggressive and wanting to like pick little fights, or you're finding yourself being a little bit more reactive and wanting to like feed in and play off of that reactiveness. Um, but then also wanting to be really loving at the same time. I feel like you guys are kind of unsure. I feel like there are people around you in your external reality that you really want to connect to, but parts of yourself don't trust that it's as authentic as it looks. You're afraid of like being burned because of maybe being burned in the past. The moon. We just had a full moon that was very powerful. Full moon in Taurus. That ended October but really set the tone for November. And I feel like any confusion that you may have on the integrity of people around you and in your circle and in your life will be revealed to you in the next few days, coming week and a half, from this Taurus moon. I feel like the Taurus moon gives you the clarity and the ability to cut through the blockages where your emotions or your feelings of the past and your biases towards those feelings, you're able to look past those things and be very honest and sharp with yourself, like how you are with other people. And this is really beneficial because it allows you to also be very clear on all the areas in your life in which people do embody this energy with you and fill up your cup, and it feels like an equal exchange and something that goes much deeper than just your human connection here in this realm, right? And it makes you very aware of just how abundant you are and just how much of a natural you are at being a natural like magnet. That word natural, I'm sorry that it's coming up a lot, but you guys are just this natural magnet for abundance, but not just like abundance and accruing like material possessions and like money and stuff like that. I mean like being able to sustain yourself off of the gifts that this earth and this plane provides to you, via that be learning a new skill, a new resource, becoming more resourceful, and just being able to kind of live off of what the universe brings you. I really trust that. You're very tuned in and spiritual. Bottom of the deck, High Priestess. I always associate that card with Pisces. You guys are very, very tuned in with spirit. And the Empress card to me is always a card that speaks to that. Queen of Wands. Yeah, so you get this clarity via the Ace of Swords, and you are able to back that up with the confidence in yourself to make those distinctions in your relationships, to make those cuts where necessary, and not have it take a toll on your personal cup. Right? You may, because the truth is, you may need to cut some people out of your life. You may need to walk away from certain situations that you want to nurture a little bit more, because you see the potential of the Two of Cups in the situation, but it's just too triggering for you, and it's not something that you can sustain without it leading to toxic traits coming out on your end or the other person's end. It may require you leaving some of these things behind, right? We did get the Nine of Swords, and then also the High Priestess came out again. So I feel like, yeah, you may be really mentally racked with yourself after you walk away from these things and be as sharp as Scorpio season is calling you to be, because it is your life that's up for grabs, right? You may feel bad about putting yourself first and detaching from these things, right? And I think the most important thing for you to do in those moments of maybe feeling very guilty and mentally just mulling over how maybe you could have made the effort, how you could have reached past your natural middle to accommodate everything, right? But at the end of those endless mental loops, you come back to the same realization that it would then lead to you being spent and you being unfulfilled and not receiving the energy you need to carry out the things that are meant for you, to uphold the things and the opportunities and all of that that's meant for you. My advice when you feel this way is to sink back into the High Priestess mode as much as you can. And even if you can't bring yourself to fully exit the Nine of Swords space, at least have it in your head that you're going to observe yourself in that space and observe what thoughts trigger the anxiety more, what thought patterns make you feel like this. Like, just really watch from a third-party perspective how this experience is playing out within you, because you will then be able to apply that knowledge onto the situation to help yourself through it, you know? Yeah, we got Eight of Swords. Yeah, you may really get wrapped up. But again, like I said with the High Priestess, you have to take that position to observe yourself, because like the Eight of Swords represents, she's tied up, but she could easily slip out. She is being bound by her own thoughts, her own cage she has formed. It's important to take accountability within yourself. That you not that don't deny yourself that you may be feeling some type of way, but have accountability with yourself to make the executive decision that even though you feel this way doesn't mean that you have to beat yourself up. Doesn't mean you have to lock yourself in a mental prison and make yourself suffer and not enjoy your life for a certain amount of time just because you feel bad about putting yourself first. No. You have to be divine with yourself the way that God is divine. You have to extend that same compassionate, loving, nurturing energy that you so freely give to other people onto yourself in this time. You have to trust that the universe is working through you to provide yourself with this Ace of Cups piece. Okay? You may at some points this month feel like you have imposter syndrome when putting yourself first and walking away from things. You may feel unworthy of putting yourself first. Trust it. The universe is working through you, through your bravery, to give you the life that it is that you, again, like I've stated many times this reading, have written for yourself. It's your birthright, Virgo, to enjoy the life it is that you live. You know, you're the only one inhabiting your spaceship, your physical spaceship. You're the only one that is experiencing your life. You don't want to so freely give up your life to other people. We're not doing that anymore. This month is a major breakthrough in setting the groundwork. This is a major theme this month for all of the signs because it's come up in the majority of the readings. But setting the groundwork for your next incarnation of self, right? And in order to do that, you got to get really clear with yourself. And in order to get very clear with yourself, you may need to separate from some things. It's very apparent in this reading. Some of these things may not be physical or people or places or things, but they may be thought patterns, ways of thinking, ways of viewing yourself, ways of viewing the world, ways of viewing how the world works, ways of all the ways that you create imaginary boundaries for yourself, imaginary borders for yourself. There are a lot of Virgos I know that they have certain beliefs about themselves and what they can or cannot do and the opportunities that they can or cannot take or the positions that they can or cannot step into. It's time to move past that. You are not bound by anything more than you set for yourself, okay? The universe is giving you a get out of jail free card this month with the Ace of Cups to rid yourself of all of that nonsense. Okay? You're the hardest judge on yourself. Again, when people come to you and truly come to you and need to be nurtured, you are honest with them and you know how to deliver the truth, but there is still a level of compassion always that comes with Virgo. You need to be your greatest advocate this month, okay? Be easy on yourself. Scorpio season is not a time where you want to be stinging yourself the entire way through. It's not going to be fun. It just won't be. Especially not when there's so much supportive energy here for you. Like I said, with the Two of Cups, the Empress, the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the High Priestess, the Ace of Cups. You are being supported. You're being given the tools to put yourself in these positions. That's what I mean by the get out of jail free card. You are equipped with the Ace of Swords, with the clarity of the Moon card, with the security of the Empress card, right? Of the universe and your ability to sustain yourself, right? Virgos don't need anyone. Everybody needs Virgos. Everybody knows that, right? The Queen of Wands is equipping you with the confidence in yourself to actually swing that sword and cut through what it is that you need to cut through. The High Priestess is allowing you to learn from this experience and to absorb what it is within yourself you are healing. So that way you don't find yourself back in a position of having to learn these lessons again. And the Ace of Cups is that divinity, that divine universal forgiveness that comes with the experience of being human and with doing the work to stay in alignment. The universe is a very abundant and giving universe for those that meet it where it is. Okay? You are a fractal representation of the universe. So if the universe is forgiving you, you need to forgive yourself. Okay? All right, Virgo, that is the reading. That was a lot. I hope the message is received, and I hope you feel my heart and everything that I say. Everything that is going on right now is for your is serving your highest evolution. It is here to support you on your rise. Okay? All right. Love you, Virgo. See you in December. Bye. All right, Virgo. See you next month. Love you.